This is Talk That Talk podcast with Ben.
And Tiff, find us on YouTube at The Loftons and Anchor.fm at Talk That Talk The Loftons. Click on all the links below to shop with us, follow us, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's get to the conversation.
Uh, so goofy. Tonight we're gonna discuss.
Entrepreneurship, well, working 9 to 5 and entrepreneurship and how that intertwines together, how we manage it. We can't tell you about anyone else. We could just tell you what we're doing for the Loftons.
Balancing.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. So, my hairdresser stylist, I've had her now for like the last 10 years. She sometimes always send me these inspirational things because she knows where we're trying to go in our relationship and in our business life as well. She's trying to do the same thing with her family, build generational wealth for her and her family. So she sent me this message off of social media the other day, and the girl was talking some real stuff that touched me. And I told my husband we should talk about this and how it relates to our life. And what are you guys doing for adjusting entrepreneurship with corporate America? We're still with corporate America. We really pray tomorrow is our last day with corporate America, but it's not. We got to be realistic. Let's just be real. How we manage 9 to 5 and what we put into our business, so one day that 9 to 5 can go and our business can be 100%.
So that 9 to 5 can go to hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, let's just be clear about it.
Yeah, we come from old school families that believe, who may have worked and retired from their jobs.
And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want.
If that's your love and what you feel is necessary, it's just
that's
not
what
we feel
that's
freedom is for us.
Okay for you.
Yeah, it's not for us. I can hear my grandma in the back of my head right now saying, I hope you got a plan. You got your insurance? I hope you got insurance because, even if you retire and let go, you got to have something stable. And that's what we're doing with our entrepreneurship journey, is to be stable enough to be freedom, to have freedom and be free.
Yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah.
Like free from giving our time to something else, because we are at the point that we're giving to somebody else bottom line right now. And yes, it pays for financially for what the things we need to do today, but that's not our ultimate goal and where we're trying to go. I think even like people have been saying in other stories now that maybe since the pandemic that a dream job is not that type of dream job anymore, that you feel like I want it for this company.
Yeah, but
I always had a dream to be this type of title.
I never, like I always say, I've been a bad employee from day one. I have. I'm not a good employee. I'm really not, because, and I ain't gonna say. How can I say this? I think kind of like my wife's saying, getting that, and it's no fault to no family members or nothing like that, because I know for me for sure, I'm only a couple generations removed from family, from Jim Crow to basically slavery, because my grandma's grandma was a slave. So it's a couple generations removed, just trying to survive. Nobody think about entrepreneurship like that. You trying to live to the next day. The only entrepreneurship in my family, my grandma knew about, her daddy was a bootlegger. So other than that, if you ain't got no little hustle like that, you talking about a business, nobody want to hear that shit. So, for us, when we come around, or, we saying certain things, it's kind of looked at like, because everybody knows somebody to try to start a business. And I think really what it is how much endurance you got.
Yeah, I mean, we have examples of people who have become business owners at some point, but then it stopped for whatever reason. We have retired people in our family who just 100% retire and just don't do work at all. They live, they live. They do their thing. They go travel.
I don't think
You got people that's retired in your family?
Oh yeah, I got plenty of people who retire and well from working, and that's all fine. But I think my whole thing with working for myself is you only got one shot at this, and I don't want to keep waking up doing something that I don't like. But also, you want to be fulfilled. You
Yeah.
know, you want to say, man, I did something I enjoy. I'm doing something that I would have done for free. And then you can't keep preaching to your kids a certain mantra of believe in yourself, do this, and take a chance and do that. But then they wake up every in the morning and seeing you doing stuff that you don't want to see. And I'm a type of person, unfortunately, you can see how I feel on my face sometimes. And I talk with my face. So my kids can see it and they'll just come, you know, they my little angels and they don't know it. One day they'll see this video. I'm like, I didn't know that it felt like that. I've told you before, but you didn't hear me.
Yeah,
But
we tell
anyway,
y'all all the damn time.
all the damn time. But they especially come to me with something going on and I don't say nothing. They'll just come give me a hug. They'll come give me a kiss. Or my son will come and just say, Daddy, you want to go outside and throw the ball? And it's like, well, anyway, that's another conversation for another time. But it's a
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah. So I'll say, our day starts 6:30. We got to get the kids up.
I don't even think it's 6:30.
Well, them alarm clocks go up. This man alarm clock, I don't know why it still go off at 5 something, but it does because he don't get
I
up
don't
out
think
the
we get.
bed until
I
close
don't think we
to
get up.
6.
I don't think we get up early enough.
Well, yeah, but we've
I've
been
been
saying that
slacking.
we're gonna try to start getting up a lot more earlier to
We
get our day
I think
started
we
before the
having
kids
later.
get up.
We're having later nights instead of earlier
Yeah, that's what it
mornings.
is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. We having much later nights, and right now, I mean, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's got to be almost midnight. Yeah, it's almost midnight now,
I
and
know somebody sitting there saying, "Well, I always work that late for my business." And we
we getting
getting
there.
there.
We getting there. We're still in. This
We're
is
getting
this
there.
is our beginning stages. Watch us glow. You know us now from our podcasting and our social medias as the Lofton Enterprise. Like that part, but we're still in the beginning stages. This is not our ending. This is our testimony of trials and tribulations that we're going to go through. But the most important thing that we just wanted to get across to everybody about entrepreneurship and what you're trying to do it. Damn it, do it.
Yeah, that's
If that's what you want to do, whatever it is, do it. We have waited so long of, I guess, a little bit of fearness of doing it,
I don't
and
think we waited so long to doing
babe,
it.
we almost been together 10 years, and I think now
We
we
had
really
a.
got
I don't
serious.
think that we waited so long. I think this. See, that's another thing too that um we also have to step back sometime and think about it too, and just people in general. A lot of people see the win at the end, but people don't see the journey to get through that, to get the way the person went to get there, what they went through. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't mean to quote somebody like Boosie was saying, the internet has messed us up. Instagram and all that stuff messes people up because you only seeing wins, you ain't seeing losses.
I've
And it,
seen some losses, babe.
yeah,
I see people
you seen
who
some
not
losses.
afraid to say that they
Yeah,
failed
but
at
you
it.
seen some losses that been put with makeup on it. You ain't
Well,
seen like how Steve Harvey said he was homeless and those types of losses and things like that and the struggle and like nobody ain't gonna never really see all the losses that we took just to get to this point, just to be
I mean, I think
enough
those who are
to afford a
following our
camera,
journey.
enough to afford a light, the just to have time to do this.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they know our
You know,
journey, they know we have a little stumbles here and there because of my
no, it
health
ain't just
issues
ain't
and
it,
other stuff like
but it ain't
that.
just it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's just not that. Anybody that's trying to start a business or doing business things or even just a little side hustle, you are, ma'am, you're recording.
Sorry, go ahead.
Anybody that's had a side hustle, any type of business, you understand what I'm saying. You gotta first you gotta have money. It's like Big Meat say, if you got time, you ain't got no money. If you got money, you ain't got no time. So you gotta have the money, you gotta have the time, and then there's a bunch of things where you do where you just mess up. And that's okay. That's the whole point too. You
Yeah.
know, you're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, I posted a video on Mama Said most recently of the display mailer that I got. I designed it myself. I think both of us when we get in our creative element, it's like an aura that takes over and it's our happy space. Given 9 to 5 is not our happy space, and we know that. In the beginning, it was just something. I liked it in the beginning, of course, because I
I
deal with artsy people all day long. I work for a
I
theater,
I've
so
never liked my jobs.
see, but for me, I liked it because it was a creative space. But you get to a point that you just want to give your energy somewhere else. And like I said, with the pandemic, I think they got a lot of people understanding of family. They just started to recognize what become more
See,
important
but
to a
the
person.
pandemic, but the
And it
pan,
wasn't just some job that you just wake up every day, you get in traffic for
yeah,
2 hours.
but the pandemic ain't. It didn't take the pandemic for me to get that.
Not you, babe. I'm saying everyone in general. That you seen a lot of entrepreneurs get birthed out of the pandemic.
Oh, okay. I
Now
don't
the
know.
numbers
'Cause,
definitely rose for people who said they're gonna quit their job and didn't care. We're not there today, but I'm telling you, by this time next year we will be, and that's not because of us just saying we just hate it today. It's because we are putting things in place right now. This is what we're doing now at this time at this moment. Outside of that 9 to 5, this is us giving time to our generational wealth. That one day, this particular situation is going to take us out of our space, and then we have our own. We got our own space. We got our own
well,
time. We got our own freedom.
I
We wake
think,
up when we want to. We go
yeah,
exercise. We go eat.
yeah, but I think too, like, a lot of people, and my wife used a couple times. A lot of people say stuff, like, generational wealth and trying to, man, shit. I'm just trying to get this shit going for right now. I want to. The end game is definitely generational wealth,
Yeah,
and
we know it's a marathon.
regardless, like Nip said, is this is a marathon, and that's I think that's a lot of things that we all got to look at it like it's a battle of attrition, a battle of endurance. How long you gonna last? And sometimes you get tired. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, man, shit, I don't want to have to post nothing else. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to check this again. I want to have to go over this, and then that take away from your quality of things you're doing. And and again, stuff around you. If you ain't careful, stuff around you will give you a misconception that, man, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing this. I don't have that.
Or you
Man,
want to be particular about what you post, what's
yeah.
considered content. And you showed me a video the other day with Gary Vee when he was talking about if you want to post something, whatever it is you're trying to be, look at somebody who's doing it or who has it together right now. But then he said, you know what? Fuck that. Don't listen to me. If today you want to post you cooking rice, if tomorrow you want to post you sleep, if today you want to show you doing a crossword puzzle, fuck, post it. It ain't got nothing to do. If this is your journey and what it is you're trying to do for whatever it is you're trying to do. So I don't always get so particular. I think in the beginning when we both started, we were trying to get a little
Yeah.
bit particular on how we post. We're trying to be a little bit of how we post our brand colors and trying to brand. Yes, we know our brand colors, but we want you to understand that we are the Loftons. This is all a part of the Loftons. It's a little
I,
rough and rugged, but it's creative. It's
I
very
think
creative.
I think that made me think about like what my stepdad told me when I was getting myself together, moving out. I was the type of person too that you know I can be sloppy with some stuff and then be a perfectionist to the point where I overthink things and think and try to be perfect. I want to do it one time and that's it. I don't want to have to come back and then that. Sometimes when you do that, it keeps you from doing what you need to do because you don't got so stuck on trying to be perfect. You never started doing what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna run into some things anyway once you start doing it that's not gonna be seen until you start doing it. But the whole point I was gonna get to is that he told me he was like, look, you got to try because you're gonna. If you ain't gonna try, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and try. And he was telling me that really because he was ready for me. He was also telling me that because
Get out, get your own
yeah, he was telling me you got to get up,
in a nice way of
in a
yeah.
nice way. But he was telling me the truth. He was like, if you keep trying to save up a bunch of money, you ain't gonna never have that enough money. If you ain't gonna go out there and try, you ain't gonna never know.
Yeah. So this is our trying people at night when we're not on our 9 to 5s, even when we are on our lunch breaks. We're in between. We do 9 to 5. Yes, my husband get up sometimes. He start working at 7, and he get up sometimes a little bit after 5 when he's doing overtime. Or I stay on. We both working from home. We're very grateful that we are still at home, and we have
For
not
yeah,
been back in that traffic in years. So that's a blessing in itself. And we want to keep it that way permanently. That,
So when you see this video,
yes.
hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
When you see this video.
And help us stay home so we can stay home and give you great content and videos about our life. So you can help you help us grow. You know, we trying, y'all.
Man, shit, if you
trying.
got a video and you want me to hit the subscribe button, you leave a comment at the bottom and I will. If you help me help you.
Yeah. That's just Jerry Maguire, this thing, you know, help me. So yeah. But that's what we at. 9 to 5 we work. We gotta dedicate the time to say from okay, we have dinner time.
And my wife
dedicate.
she's being modest because we work longer than 9 to 5. And
yeah, we
work
do. We giving our time to the wrong. Our time is most of our time, I would say, and we try our best to do what we can.
Work more than
we don't attend family functions like we used to. We don't go to family's house as often because right now we're building, and at this moment, I guess this is our isolation season. So our isolation season just means that we're here. This is what we're doing. You see us. What we're doing right now is building for what we're trying to get there. So we can't go play cards with family. We can't go out of town at the moment.
But that ain't for everyone to understand. And
no,
and
it's
that's
not. But it's just
too,
for
man,
those who are very serious about what entrepreneurship is and where you're trying to go with entrepreneurship and how you balance and manage that time. And we're well, he may not always be, but I'm a very stickler about time management. And I try my best.
You're trying to put me out there and talking about I'm not particular about time management.
Well, we're just talking about learning our weaknesses and knowing when you all that. We're being very honest, Benjamin. We're not the perfect, situation. We're growing to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and you made me miss what I was trying to say when I was telling about my box. So, quickly, I got the box, and this is what we say about failing and how failing is okay with trial and error. Trial and error is great. Don't ever think because something didn't come out the correct way the first time. When we first started our candles, we was burning them.
Shoot, before you start getting them, I made how many candles and they didn't even smell like shit.
They didn't smell like anything. We got 3 cents now, but when my husband started the candles things first, we had to learn. We had to go back and do research. We had to watch videos. We had to go back and be students. But the same thing happened with my box. I created the box. I wanted this box mailer because I want to give people an experience when they get a t-shirt. The box come in the mail. It's a great box. Great quality. The shit too small. Obviously, I didn't measure it out correctly, or I didn't do some dimensions, but I didn't get down. I didn't get sad about it because I said this was a trial and error moment for me. I can still use this size for something else, but that's what the whole purpose of what I'm trying to say is that you're going to fail at something, but keep going, keep pushing, because every single day that you if you're going to give yourself to these people every single day because they pay you and you got to deal with their bullshit in the process and a little bit of stress that come along with it, give that same energy to your family and your business because one day that thing will take over and you'll have the time. Right now, we don't always have the time, but we make it.
Not just that. I mean, because one thing I've been starting to do, and I'm going to push myself to get better at it. Every time you pick up your phone and you about to click on that TikTok video, that Instagram video, say, I'm gonna click on if I'm gonna take the time to click on that TikTok or Instagram video, I'm gonna click on something pertaining to my business.
And I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna see what we can do to make it for us and how it match for us, because that's gonna help us in the process. We look at people too. That's why we on there a lot.
No, that ain't the only thing I'm saying, man. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna click on somebody's video, click on your website to see if your website running right. Go to your Instagram and see the last time you post if you're going to look at somebody else's post. Go check your email and make sure you ain't missing something. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to give somebody else time, give yourself time. It's just like,
put in the work.
If you getting paid a check, you getting paid, when they pay you, pay yourself again. And that's how you paying yourself again. And that's something I'm starting to push myself to, that if I'm going to pick up my phone to go to YouTube, I'm going to go look at my YouTube. Okay, what my videos looking like. Oh, maybe I didn't miss the hashtag. Maybe I missed this. And it's the little stuff like that. It's been helping here and there. I've been seeing some of my numbers go up. It's not nothing crazy, anything like that, but it's just building good habits. And I'm not that savvy with the computer and certain things like that. but I can notice something. I can notice trends, and I tell my wife, babe, this like this or that. But I also want everybody to know, man, give yourself time, because this stuff don't happen overnight, and then we nowhere near where we want to be. We in the beginning too, but
Still in the beginning.
it don't matter who it is. With Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett,
There was a beginning.
Rob Johnson, all of them had a beginning
There was a
somewhere
beginning.
that nobody seen, nobody was really there. And when they tell those stories, it's just a short, quick story of that little part of where they really started at, and they shoot off to where they done made it. Man, that shit don't work like that.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of in-betweens, and this is our in-between. Everybody has an in-between. Everybody has a story. It's no problem even having a testimony, and you want to have that because you have something to tell. Because guess what? If our story can help somebody for whatever it is they're trying to do, then we did our part. That's just simple as that. And
Yeah,
that's just what we want to. I want to be that I feel that I can be an encouragement to somebody else, and I help somebody along their journey and what it is they're trying to do. And we were just we look at other people for encouragement, so why we can't be that same for somebody else too? So this is just, you know, our beginning to what we're trying to be and go. And we're learning as we get there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be shy to say that you can't learn. You don't know it all. It's so many different new things out here with technology that we just we know technology, but there's some things that we still,
we learning
when our
stuff.
kids start getting into it, then we definitely got to
Yeah.
up our game.
We learning something. I'm learning something with my wife, something she find all the time. See, because you know, I'm old school computer Oregon Trail, and she see, you don't remember Oregon Trail, do you?
No, what the hell? No.
Yeah, see, it's somebody that know Oregon Trail. Used to play it in school on that floppy disk. But anyway, you learn something every day, and that's another thing. You know, especially like somebody like me, the attention span with certain things. You know, like I heard, I forgot who said it, but anyway, like you gotta do. I tell my son is too, like you gotta do the stuff that you hate like you love it.
Yeah.
And that's what thing I've been trying to push to myself. Like, okay, you don't like watching them videos, so many of those types of videos of people talking for fucking ever about doing one little thing. Sometimes you got to sit there and watch it, or you're gonna have to sit there and fuck up a couple times until you figure it out.
Yeah.
But you got to do something.
Just put the time in. That's just pretty much what it is. If you're going to dedicate your time to somebody else's bottom line, dedicate it to your own bottom line. And that's just where we're at right now. Yeah. We're very passionate and serious about our own bottom line and creating our own bottom line for ourselves. So we're not going to hold y'all long. We just wanted to just speak to you a little bit.
We venting.
Yeah, and this might be a little bit of our venting situation of what we're trying to be and go. God knows our heart. He knows what we're trying to do.
The Lord know my heart.
We just have to be more patient in the situation, but trust and believe. We got resignation letters ready, saved.
I don't even know if I need a resignation. I'm just ain't gonna answer the phone when they call.
We're not doing that because I'm gonna make sure that he does it the right way. Now, the right way is not giving somebody 2 weeks. We can give them a day and be done.
Y'all ever seen Harlem Nights? That's gonna be me.
What is on Harlem Nights, Benjamin?
Put your mother on the phone. I'm never coming back again. Click. Have a nice life.
My husband, everybody.
And hang and be done. I don't have, look, see, this is why I say I'm not a good employee. I never have been, because I see stuff my way. But you know what this job has done, though? And what it needed to do? And God, I learned my lesson. I understand. It's humbled me a lot. And made me have to stick through and do, because I said I would never do this again. And I said, like, I first started with sales. I said, man, I'll never have sales. I don't care. I'm never doing sales again. And that was the only position I can take and get, and that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
So it's a journey and it take time. But like my wife said, we ain't gonna hold y'all up again. But I be damn. I don't have no pictures on my desk, nothing. So when I leave, I'm going to be going, you want us to send your stuff in the box? No, don't worry about it. It's yours. Keep it.
Thank y'all for watching this. Y'all going to learn him a little bit more. He's a damn fool. I got to live with this man every day.
Mm-hmm.
Stomach hurts every day from laughing.
And
like, this is...
Well, I'm, like them old folks say, I'm grave hard serious. I Have a nice life.
Peace, y'all.